Yeah, so give me the pitch.
Okay. So when you take a look, right, at all the crimes that white people have committed against the indigenous of this land, against black people, against so-called Hispanic people, all of that initially, from then until now, you understand, all of that conquering, all of that colonization, all of that slavery was first done in the name of the Blessed Trinity. All of that was done with papals, you understand, that came from the Pope, written on down, saying that we need expansion in the name of Christ and in the name of the Trinity.
Slavery been around way before the Pope's been around.
Right, but what we're talking about is the slavery that was done by Christians, which is why Christianity is white supremacy. We're not talking about, we're not going to do a shuffle and talk about what another group of people did. We're talking about what the Christians did.
But I think most of the slavery in America was Protestants, not Catholics.
So when I'm saying Christian, I'm using it as a blanket term.
Yeah, but you said the Pope. The Pope is the head of the Catholic Church. Not, yeah.
And it started with him, because when Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492, and then they enslaved the Arawak and the Taino Indians, that was done in the name of Catholicism.
Okay. So that's it. That's Christianity as white supremacy, because
I mean, if you want to talk about how Jesus is actually black and y'all turned him white, because that picture of Jesus Christ is Caesar Borgia, the son of Pope Alexander VI of Rome.
Yeah, so that's white supremacy.
Absolutely.
Oh,
you guys have turned. You guys deified Christ, and then after you deified Christ, you made him a god, and then you made a darker hue of people worship him as God, and by proxy serving you.
Okay. Okay, so that's the white supremacy. That's the best.
You a Christian?
Yeah.
So you don't think Christianity is white supremacy?
I do not. No.
Why not?
Because I've never heard a good reason that it would be.
That wasn't a good reason?
No.
That showed how Christianity is white supremacy.
Well, I'm not Catholic, so.
You're a Christian.
Yeah, but you understand the difference between Protestantism and Catholicism, right?
It's all Christianity, but you making it seem like the regular Christians never had their part in slavery. You don't think so?
And didn't he say Protestants were mainly slave owners?
So he said you Protestant?
Yeah.
So you just said out your own mouth that they was
slave owners.
But see how you said
some Protestants were.
I'm gonna show you how.
But a lot of black people were too.
I'm gonna show you how Christianity is white supremacy.
Okay, all right. Let's see.
Your own logic. He got done talking about how Christianity was spread by the sword. All that genocide was by the hands of Christianity. Christian men. I asked you, are you a Christian? I said, yeah. I said, is Christianity white supremacy?
He said, no.
I never heard a good reason why it should be.
Yeah.
He just mentioned millions of people being genocide in the hands of Christianity, Christian men. He said, I never found a good reason why it ain't. That's not white supremacy.
Not good enough.
So would you say that Islam is?
No, you're the embodiment of what we talk. That's
yeah.
But
I want to hear what he says about Islam.
Yeah, because I mean the Crusades were a two-way street. So you'd say they're, I guess, not white supremacists, but they're racist too.
Well, okay. There is an argument, you understand, because there was like a sub-Saharan slave trade that went over into a lot of different Islamic nations, and black women were taken into harems. But here's the problem, right? One thing that I hate about talking with white people is whenever we start talking about your crimes, you guys try to slide to the left and then talk about somebody else's crimes when we're talking about what white people did to black and brown people.
Yeah, and those are legitimate things that those people, I didn't do that, but those are legitimate people but there were legitimate things that were happening. It wasn't, people like to think that white people like invented slavery and nobody else did it, I mean, that's ridiculous, that.
Well, you know what, like if this was Buddhist, you get what I'm saying, and we were in like rice paddies for 400 years, you might have an amazing argument, but the difference is that we were in cotton fields in America, we were in sugarcane plantations in the Caribbean, we were in gold mines from Peru to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
All of that was different European nations who was doing that. So instead of us, here's what happens, right? The buck stops here. We're not going to aim the barrel any other way. We're going to put the blame where it belongs.
Oh no! You have to look at the total. You can't just look with blinders on and just only look at one specific thing and ignore everything else.
I'm saying Genghis Khan didn't oppress my people, so therefore I'm not worried what Genghis Khan did. You get what I'm saying? Like, all right, let me show you. Let me just give an example, right?
Okay.
Do you think that it's wrong for a Jewish person to not have any love for Germany?
Is it wrong for a Jewish person in 2025
Like if a
to not love?
if a Jewish person didn't want to buy a Mercedes-Benz because it's a German car, is that right or wrong?
I guess that's their own preference. I'd say it's neither. It's all moral. It's neither right nor wrong. It's just if you don't want to buy the car, don't buy the car. That's fine.
But he doesn't want to buy the car because of the concentration camps and what Germans did to his people.
Is that wrong? I guess I wouldn't. I'd like to think if I was Jewish, I wouldn't make decisions based on things that happened 80 years ago. But I think if they want to, that's fine.
You'd like to think that.
Yeah, I mean, if a Jewish person, if I ran into a Jewish person, he said, well, personally, I would never buy a Mercedes because it's from Germany, I wouldn't think any less of that person, I don't think. I don't think I'd do that myself, but I wouldn't think any less of him.
I know, but you see how you're able to see the oppression that the Germans did to the Jews, but you can't see what the Catholics and the Protestants and the Americans did to blacks and Latinos here?
Oh, I never said I didn't see that. Yeah, I've never said that.
But a moment ago when you just said, why is it white supremacy, and we give the argument, you act as if 99 million who died just crossing the transatlantic slave trade, just crossing the Middle Passage wasn't a big enough number.
No.
77 million North American Indians that this city's built on the bones of some of them right now isn't enough.
No, I never said that.
That's what it sounded like earlier.
Oh, well, then you heard wrong.
Because
but
earlier you were like, that's it? That's your ace in the hole?
But that's it. That's Christianity is white supremacy because that's. I mean, there was a ton of atrocities that happened back then, but that doesn't. That'd be like saying somebody today from Germany is a white supremacist because of what happened in the 1940s.
So it
doesn't make any sense.
So this is your point, if I hear you clearly.
Okay.
You're saying that we're touching upon about what white people have done. Your point is like, well, when white people did it, it was just the norm at that time.
Oh no! I'm not saying it's right at all.
I'm saying you're saying it's the norm, meaning that white people. That's how white people feel right in 2025. I mean, I'm tired of getting blamed for slavery because other people had slaves. That's what you said earlier.
Oh well, no, I didn't think you were blaming me for slavery. Are you?
I'm talking about white people as a whole.
Well, you said blaming me for slavery.
Well, I'm saying how white people feel. Because white people say, well, we're not the only people who had slaves. That's what you said.
Oh yeah. Slavery was the norm back then.
Okay, see, that's point.
It's still wrong.
It's still
but,
wrong, but it happened.
Yeah, but so you can't.
So now they're like, well, stop blaming me for something that was normal back then.
Oh no! I'd say stop blaming me for something I didn't do. Is what I'd say that.
Well, what you didn't do.
Yeah.
So do you believe that people shouldn't pay for the crimes of their ancestors?
Correct. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man! Then I think you should probably leave this country.
Well, if you're,
I don't think you should be. Do you support America?
Do I support America?
Yeah.
I guess in a sense. You have to be more specific.
Meaning
but
that when you said that people shouldn't pay for the crimes of their ancestors,
correct.
Like the only people that's told that to is black and Latinos. But
well, let me ask you: if your great grandfather killed somebody, should we imprison you?
I asked you a bigger one.
Well, if your great grandpa killed somebody, should we imprison you?
I'm gonna give you a better one.
Well, how about you answer mine, then give me a better one.
I was speaking. I'm gonna answer yours after I give you this one.
Okay.
I promise you.
Okay.
9/11 happened.
Okay.
What happened after 9/11?
A bunch of stuff happened. Be more specific.
They bombed the Middle East, did they not? Because of 9/11?
Yes.
Was that justified?
I'd probably say no.
No?
Yeah.
Why not?
I just don't think it was a cost-effective war. I mean, there's trillions of dollars. So the question for you was,
should have forgiven Osama bin Laden.
Oh, correct. We should. Yeah, but that's not his ancestors. That's him. He did it. Now, hold on. You promised me to answer my question.
Okay,
if your great-great-grandpa killed somebody, should you get imprisoned for it?
If my great-great-grandfather
killed somebody, should you get imprisoned?
I'm gonna give you a better.
No. Just answer it.
I'm gonna add to it because it's not a direct representation of what happened.
Well, it's a hypothetical. Just answer it.
If my great-great-grandfather
killed somebody,
killed your great-great-grandfather,
yes,
and stole his house, and stole my inheritance that's supposed to be for me, and we're living today, and you living in that house that's supposed to belong to me, that house shouldn't come. The house shouldn't come to me.
Correct. The law doesn't do that.
Okay, so what shows that's why it's supremacy. Because your great-great-grandfather stole a house that's supposed to be mine, and you have no sympathy to be like, you know what, this house doesn't belong to me.
No, but it goes both ways.
But I thank my great-great-grandfather for being an evil man and murdering his great-great-grandfather so I could have a better life.
But yeah, if your great-grandfather killed somebody, I don't think you should be in prison for that. You shouldn't be punished for what your great-great-grandfather did.
What you're saying is that my great-great-grandfather just killed somebody. Like what you're making is like a single event. It's not a single event.
You said that people should be punished for the crimes of their ancestors. So if your ancestor killed somebody, if your ancestor killed somebody, should you be punished?
I'm answering your question.
Okay, go ahead. I'm still waiting.
When you asked that, I said that's not the way of life. Did I not say that?
You also said you'd answer the question.
Yeah, did I not say it though?
You said a lot of things except for answering the question.
I brought up 9/11 happening, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I brought up 9/11.
You did,
which
was not answering the question.
I got you. You gotta have a little bit of patience.
Okay.
To land the point.
Okay, I'm patient.
I brought up examples of what America has did.
Okay.
Now, what you wanted me to do is answer in a way where I have to disagree with an American value. Why would I sit here and say, yeah, I shouldn't kill that man for what he did, but that man would have killed me for doing the exact same thing? So when you ask me, God said yes. God said yes. If a person gets away with a crime, guess who has to pay? Their children. Okay. So you disagree with God?
No, I just don't think the legal system.
You disagree with? Remember, he was like, answer my question. You still never answer my question. I'm doing that to you now. Do you disagree with God?
Yeah, and I'll answer it right. Hold on, I'll answer it right away instead of waiting for like 5 minutes.
Do you disagree with God?
Yes or no? I disagree that the legal system should.
Do you disagree with God? Yes or no?
I disagree that the legal system should punish.
Do you disagree with God? Yes or no?
I disagree that the legal system should punish somebody today for something their ancestor did.
So, can I show you what I think is? I just want to define this like this, right?
Okay.
So, what you're saying is true according. Okay, y'all two are having two different discussions from what I'm listening to.
No, we agree. Right? I mean, we know what we're talking about. He thinks you should be punished for what your ancestors did. I think you shouldn't.
I'm going to explain it in this capacity, right? So, from like a court standpoint, right? Even in the Bible, if your father committed a crime, you can't go down for his crime as far as what the priest or what the police can do to you.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But God said the sins of the father are passed down to the third and fourth generation. So it's
that's
kind of
different,
No, so what's happening
I'm agreeing with you,
No, 100%. So what I'm saying is God is going to count you for what your forefathers did, even though the court system down here can't charge you.
Yeah, I was talking about like legally being punished for something your great grandfather did. Legally,
even God won't allow that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we agree with that.
But what he is going to do is he is going to punish people according to what their fathers do in God's judgment. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about you can pay for the sins of your father according to God's judgment. And America hasn't paid for their sins against us.
I had a question for you, y'all, okay?